All right, here comes here next episode. Here comes transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt of comments that are response to comments I made against the Deviant Lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. If you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video. Go watch something else. If you don't like this hate speech to my videos, because there's no hate speech to my videos. It's speech you hate. That's a different story. Let's continue on people getting these wrong in the comment sections and me trying around with Bible versus biology. And then get to talk about that. So it's important to get vaccinated so you can stop the spread of germs. COVID's still a thing, and there's still all kinds of other diseases that need vaccinations that help out. Vaccinations will help out with. So yeah, it's gonna get vaccinated. So let's get hang on here. Get help out there against the spread germs. If you get sick, then it helps out with that stuff. So let's continue on here. Time for some not safe for work fan art with the internet back on. After I've seen some more hate mail. There was a transgender. Is that the art? Okay, no, it's not. Because there was like a screen. I made the mistake of making a screen cap on this tablet of the home screen. So it's like I'm like, yeah, yes, it's beautiful. The hot lady on it, Cherry from the Bounce from Studio Killers. But if it's not the real picture, then it's not going to tapping on the thing won't do anything. All right, we have some stuff here from the Loud House, and apparently there's been with all the sexy females. Characters, especially Luna getting pregnant. She's all growing up getting pregnant. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Quality pictures too. Lots of them. Very good. They're getting pregnant. Impregnated by a black dude, which is no problem with that. I see some unfortunate gay pictures with Lincoln. And I'm just like, where all this coming from? It comes from all over the place. They throw everything at you. Every single thing. So gay, straight, two boys, two girls, a boy and a girl, multiple people hanging out. They throw all that stuff at you because that's how it goes. Different tastes, different stuff. No, thank you, dudes. Don't need to be seeing you by yourselves. Thank you. Yeah, that's definitely not my favorite kind, even though it's girls. They have special apparatuses they've strapped on. Attacking another girl with them. No, thank you. No, thanks. Okay, let's continue on with the hate mail. All right. So I found there was a video, basically, before I get started with the hate mail, there was a video where someone was talking about some transgender stuff. And how they were trying to compare when someone who is against the transgender lifestyle, like a conservative Christian or something like that, like me, saying, telling there was a comic, I think it was transgender, a comic made by transgender or transgender friendly, and the comment started off with one character saying, like a bird, there was like two birds or whatever, one bird saying, stop forcing, enforcing hormone changes on kids, or something like that. To the person advocating for children getting puberty blockers and transitioning and stuff, and then the other birds like, you mean like puberty? He's like, oh, dang, you got me there. I'm like, yep. But I was like, nope. No, puberty is part of growing up. It's how humans become adults and are able to reproduce. It's not the same as saying, no, we don't want this puberty. You want the other puberty, okay? So pump in hormones in amounts that aren't supposed to be in there, into this child, so he can stop the natural processes of the child's body from becoming an adult's body, so that he can lie and say they're the opposite biological sex and stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Like, no, that's a different story. It's a radically different story. But from me, commenting on some of these videos, I got a huge several paragraphs. Comment with this dude's life story, and the time will come when I talk about it. We'll actually read it, but the gist is the dude somehow thought that his male reproductive organs, his penis and testicles, were somehow deformed. Somehow, I guess what happened with Stewie Griffin when he got pregnant in Family Guy. The doctor was like, oh yeah, your vulva looks like a penis and testicles. It's like, well, I just sneezed really really hard one day, and all that came out. That's basically what he's thinking. He somehow thought that was what happened with him. I'm just like that. it's not what happened. It's not. So he's like, well, eventually I reconstructed. I got surgery to fix all that. Just like no, didn't fix anything. I destroyed that stuff. And hormones to help me feel better. I'm like, yeah, that's not. Those are female hormones. You were born male. That don't work. So yeah, there's definitely some issues right there. A lot of denial of reality going on with these people, and we're going to continue to talk about it. So let's go. Click. Now you have screenshots. Now screenshots are interesting because the screenshots can be anything. They can be the transgender lifestyle, they can be kung fu, they can be games or anything. Well, let's see what this one has. So one says, and there will be overlap just to make sure, just to be on the safe side, so we don't miss anything. Let's see if someone says, I don't think that's what they meant. I think it means straight, comfortable skinned people have the benefit of being themselves and not having to deal with society telling them it's wrong on a constant battle with their mind and body. I'm pretty sure that was read more. That we do have a constant battle with our minds and bodies. But we are saying, we learn that that's normal stuff and not weird and strange, and that our body, nothing's wrong with our bodies, as we learn. That's how it works. Someone says the same as women having a significant advantage over men in North America. Says North American society and Christians having an advantage over pagans. Homosexuality is much needed balance in nature to help with population issues as is through lies. It's not. It spreads disease. It's nasty. Don't do that. No, heterosexuality is the best way. We need to continue to reproduce. You need to continue to not mess around with that nasty stuff that destroys parts of our bodies and spreads disease. It's nasty. Don't do that. No, short his lifespan. Not good. So it says, I understand that, but people saying that we have no disadvantages is a stretch. Or so that straight people have it harder over their sexual realities isn't true. I said, jealousy is a sin too. Let's see what's going on here. Next screenshot. I have bunches of these. What's good? And even more now. Someone says, yeah, I'm more comfortable now that I've come out, taking T surgery, etc. Hope you, whatever. Thanks, man. Someone that says, Fetus Animation says, thanks, man. I guess it still hits me. It still hits me every time someone tells me this, but I guess it's a process, of lies. Up arrow, W up arrow. All right, here's some advice to someone else. You'll never be comfortable skin ever, and you'll never be able to feel the unique sexual experience of opposite gender. No, you won't. It's forever beyond you. You will also never be accepted as the opposite gender because you simply aren't, and no surgery can change that to somebody else. However, in time, you'll probably grow to accept the way you were born and move on to more interesting things. There's a whole world out there. And I'll show the thumbs up because that's right. As the best tradition is all in the mind. By learning to accept your body as is. It's the only one you'll get after all. So we're like, well, if it's the only body I'll get, why can't I just change it? Because that's wrong. That's lies. Stop lying about regular sex. Yeah. Transitioning versus transgender. Someone's like, check your guys, more great law. They say, oh yeah, the years of saying the same thing over and over again and proving references to back me up proves that I'm just doing this for laughs. So it's hard to imagine people are like this, truly. But we are. That is reality. Go. Here guys, haha, I wouldn't touch your view. It's a 10-foot pole. I only give you a single view. I say, now, what I say? And a person says, I guess I won't. Frog emoji. I don't really care, to be honest. I've seen your channel. This is going. The like to dislike ratio is laughable. Because it's telling the truth. You're really only going to turn people against transgender people. And I say, what truth are you telling? The truth, based on reality. Not the truth. Someone's like, I feel it. It must be true, right? No. There's a lot of my highs are erased. So I got screenshots of them, and we'll talk about them on my show. See? The truth always comes out, no matter what you do. There you go. Continuing on. So yeah, I was definitely had to deal with some sort of sickness. Maybe it was food poisoning. Maybe it was because I got a bunch of pizza, pepperoni pizza, from where I work. It was like a pizza party type of thing. That was nice. It got a whole huge 2-gallon bag full, a whole sheet of that stuff. And I was eating bunches of it. And the next day I felt like crap. It was horrible. I was supposed to work the next day, after they were supposed to work the next day. Well, the day after so I had to call off. There was like one day off, and then there was supposed to be the last day to work, and then a weekend. So that happened. But during that last day of work, before I could go to the last day at work, I was not feeling good. So I called off. And my father and my mother were not happy about that, but it's just like, yeah, I did eventually barf. So yeah, you don't want to be going to work and barfing, especially if you're dealing with dishes and stuff. You don't want to do that. So yeah, no. So yeah, things happened, but that's how it goes. The cool thing is, we're going to relax. We're going to relax. We're going to recuperate, and then eventually we'll we go and get back to work. And yeah, getting those checks, and eventually getting a higher paying job, and getting bigger checks and stuff like that. It's gonna be great. So let's continue on here. Let's continue on. Let's keep on doing what we're doing. So let's do this thing. Whatever next. Huh? You. If I say a bad word, I'm cool. Right. This with a bad word. Wow. Now I become cool. That's you. I spell things right. I don't know who that is. And I am homoex. That's somebody else. Wait, is he a girl at first? Just saying. Nope. I think the OP didn't use the wrong pronounce for that boyfriend. So I think yes. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. What? I'm Christian, so I had to hate online. I say. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube, DVR.